Welcome back to Chris Out. Today I will be reviewing the New Balance 1000 in the Mallard green colorway. Let's start off the shoe, just going based over the basic build and materials of the shoe. Got the outsole, rubber outsole here. It's black with little hits of green here and here. Yeah. Nothing really too impressive. We have what acts as a shank plate in the middle here. It kind of gives you some torsion support, so it's pretty decent. It doesn't do too much there. Oh, yeah, stability web. Boom, right there. And then yeah, on the upper is their kind of EVA style foam. Adds quite a decent amount of comfort in wearing these shoes. They feel really good to where I kind of didn't want to swap them out when it's time for me to record another pair of shoes for on-foot portion of this video. So it's always a really good sign. Most of the upper is a mix between genuine suede and leather and then some synthetics. But I would say it's majority actual, all natural, like cowhide and those type of materials. A little bit of cotton, and then there's some synthetics. So starting off the toe area, we have this green leather here with some embroidery right here. I think it provides a decent amount of contrast and just looks really cool. Then you have this mesh netting here that goes from the midfoot of the toe area and then goes up on the sides here. Lateral and the medial side. It provides a decent amount of contrast on the shoes. And then on the upper of the laces, we have leather, a whole lot of leather, a little bit of leather on the tongue, but then you have the same mesh that you have here. Here, it's just in this white color here. And I have noticed a little bit of yellowing on some of the white mesh parts, especially here for the eyelets. There's a slight bit of yellowing just from me already receiving these, so they might have been sitting in a warehouse for a few months now. I mean, this shoe did leak earlier this year, and we're now in September, so I'm not surprised they've been sitting for quite a while, and some pairs are starting to see a little bit of yellowing, so just something good to know before getting the shoes in hand. The remainder of the shoes pretty much just is green suede on the overlays. It's here on the back too as well, and then just some mesh making up the little parts that aren't suede, like right here, here on the medial side, and then back here we have a little bit of gray mesh and then white mesh. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the makeup of the shoes. Decent amount of embroidery of the 1000 New Balance, and all over the shoe there's a little bit of embroidery work, which looks really nice and is not a cheap measure, so it's really happy that they went that extra mile with this pair of shoes. Yeah, and then we have this translucent rubber on both sides of the shoe. Looks really cool. Yeah, and it's pretty nice. And they have just a simple foam insole. Nothing really impressive. Probably just like an Ortholite insole. It does provide a little bit of comfort, but it doesn't go a long way. Just a little bit additional. And it only comes with one pair of laces, these round laces, which I would say do come unlaced pretty easily. But otherwise, they're really nice. I would recommend if you want to get yourself a pair, go true to size. They felt pretty great. Not too narrow, and it seems pretty wide foot friendly to where I would say most wide foot people. You could go half a size up, but I would recommend if you could try going true to size, see how that feels, and then maybe go that half size if you need to. But surprisingly, this pretty narrow looking shoe is surprisingly pretty wide. So yeah, really comfortable, really nice pair of shoes to wear. Huge fan of this colorway in particular. I've been a fan of this silhouette for a while. They just need to release more colorways. They've been trickling them out slowly. That's what New Balance does. And then once people catch on to it after a year, they just open the floodgates, and there's a crap ton of them, just like we saw with the 550s, the 9060s, the 1906, and the 2002 Rs. They did like a little bit for those at the beginning, and then you get to see a bunch of them, and they go and sell like crazy. So these might be a little bit hard to get your hands on right now, but as you're going to see within like 6 months, it's going to be super easy to get them and then get multiple colors. Yeah. And these are made in China pairs, so there are quite a few QC issues, such as some loose strands. Like I have one right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it just sticks around. You can see it now for sure. And it's just like randomly on the shoe to where there's just loose threads and all that, but it's nothing I'm too upset about. So yeah, really awesome pair of shoes. Look forward to wearing them a lot, and they're definitely going to go in the rotation. They look really clean. Huge fan of the green, white, and gray. Looks really good on them. Yeah, awesome pair to have in the collection. Would recommend anyone trying out the New Balance 1000 if you haven't already. On foot comfort is amazing. Alright, with all that being said, I'm going to close out the review. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that cool YouTube shit. Keep doing it. I really appreciate it a lot. See you in the next video. Peace. Stick around for the on foot portion.